Hi everyone in the world! やっほーみんな、もち先生です。Top 10 anime for learning Japanese Part 2. So Part 1 has reached 200,000 views. Wow, thank you so much guys. If you haven't seen yet, I'll put a link in the description below. So please watch that first and then come back to this video. I was checking everyone's comments from Part 1 and there were many more recommended anime. So I thought I have to do Part 2. But be careful not to misunderstand this. You won't be able to speak Japanese just watching anime, okay? If you could speak Japanese by just watching anime, everyone will be able to speak by now, right? In addition to learning basic Japanese, please try to learn new words and phrases while enjoying Japanese animation. When you learn new phrases and words while watching an anime, remember those phrases and words by taking notes or by pausing and say them out loud. Again, you can't learn just by watching anime. Please don't forget to do output training as well. Well then, let's get started. 始めよう. First recommendation, Sazae-san. Sazae-san is a daily life anime about the interaction between the main character Sazae-san and the people around her. It has been aired since 1969 and the period setting in the anime has basically not changed since that time. Therefore, you will be able to study beautiful Japanese that has been used in Japan for a long time. Number 2, Atsinchi. Atashi means watashi. So some girls say watashi or atashi. And this nchi means house, someone's house. So this title means Atashinchi, my house. And nchi is a slang. For example, you can use like 友達んち instead of 友達のうち、田中んち instead of 田中のうち、花んち instead of 花のうち like this. Speaking of family anime, Sazae-san and Maruko-chan are very famous. But Atashinchi is also a family anime full of humor and very interesting. The story is about rough and frugal mother, a taciturn and chill father, a plain, awkward and slightly clumsy high school student Mikan, which is a main character of this anime, shy and naive middle school student Yuzu, which is Mikan's younger brother, and many other unique characters are vividly drawn. Atashinchi has a YouTube channel from first episode, but don't close this video yet, please.
ちょっと待ってね。お待たせ。ピザホットです。お待ちどうさまです。
Number 3, 君の名は. In English title is Your Name is an animated film directed by Makoto Shinkai, an animation director with many fans around the world, and this anime was released in 2016. A SF fantasy of high school boy living in the city and a high school girl living in the countryside switch places in their own dream. Although the story is set in a special setting, the conversations that come out are mainly expressions used in modern Japan, so it is useful for studying Japanese.
滝くんがいる。滝くん。
Number 4, うちたま、うちのたま知りませんか? うちのたま知りませんか means do you know where my Tama go? This anime is a story about cats and dogs, a daily story of Tama and his friends. Tama is a very famous cat character, and every Japanese people have seen this character when we were first grade of elementary school because Tama was in a kanji drill. All characters are so cute and I think you can understand it with N4 level. Easy grammar, speaking speed is slow, so it's easy to hear.
山頂目にはたくさんの犬や猫がいて、この猫たちはタマの友達なんだ。タマには仲良しの友達がいっぱいいるんだ。
Number 5, Working. There's a restaurant called Bagnaria in Hokkaido. At the invitation of Popura, who works there, The main character Sota will work at part-time at restaurant Wagnaria. It's formal spoken language, but the topics are about work, so it might be difficult for absolute beginners, but very good anime for learning Keigo, which is formal and honorific form.
いらっしゃいませ。2名様、喫煙席と禁煙席どちらになさいますか？
喫煙でお願いします。
はい、かしこまりました。ではこちらにどうぞ。
Number 6. Aggressive Retsuko. English title Aguretsuko. Daily life is the subject for this adorable show. As Retsuko and her co-workers get into all sorts of situations everyone can relate it to. Especially, Retsuko's mental screaming fits out how stressful her job is. The dialogue mostly covers the workplace, making it a good spot to listen to how employees at a Japanese company communicate with one another, even if they are cute. Number 7. Yakusoku no Neverland. The Promise Neverland. I think this is pretty famous anime for foreigners too. The orphans of Gracefield House live a perfect life. They have warm beds, delicious food, and a caring house mother. 12-year-old Emma can't imagine living anywhere else. Alongside her best friends Norman and Ray, there's only one rule: they cannot pass the gate at the edge of the forest. However, when they try to return a toy left by a recently adopted housemate, they discover that their home is a far more sinister place, and the three of them plot to escape. This thrilling horror is a great chase as the children straight gaze how to get everyone out safely under the watchful eyes of their care worker, all while trying to discover the mysteries that lie within their home. Family is a major focus of this series, and you'll find lots of family-related vocabulary intertwined with talks of strategy.
あとを頼む。大丈夫。絶対諦めないでね。
Number 8. Haiku. I was always thinking this accent is Haiku, but I think it was actually Haiku because volleyball in Japanese, the kanji is gonna be like this, Haiku. Well, this story is the main character Hinata is inspired to create a volleyball team of his own. A fiery passions of Hinata and Kageyama inspire their fellow teammates to build their skills and bonds alike. This show takes a realistic look at volleyball, featuring vocabulary unique to the sport as well as sports in general, and has inspired many to take it up for themselves.
2セット目のとどめさせたれ。やば。ホームラン勝負とちゃうぞ。お前がいらんこと言うからや。あた、落ち着いて。
Number 9. Gintama. In terms of language, it's quite challenging, but it's truly one of the funniest anime out there. In a fictional world, the country of the samurai was invaded by aliens. 20 years later, Gintoki Sakata is one of the last samurai with his trusty wooden sword always by his side. He is joined by 3 sidekicks along with their giant and very fluffy pet to offer their services. Basically, they'll do anything for money. The language can be quite hard to follow at times as their work can literally be anything, from working in a shop to being a host at a bar. However, there's always a large dose of humor, much of it slapstick, which makes every new situation as enjoyable as the last and funny even if you don't understand all the words. This is also a great show to pick up bits of Japanese history and culture, as there are tons of historical references but set against a ridiculous backdrop.
こりゃひどいや。神楽ちゃん、救急車呼んで。
誰がそんな禁止的な呼び方しろっつったよ。
And the last one, number 10, School Rumble. This anime is a romantic high school drama about Ten Matsukamoto, a girl who really wants to win the love of the notorious delinquent in her school. The story focuses on good old-fashioned high school drama and comedy as she navigates the choppy waters of love and friendship. Due to the nature of the plot, the language revolves a lot around casual talk between close friends. Try this useful vocabulary out while chatting up your own friends.
先生、なんだ目が悪いので
前の席と交換してほしいんです。そうか。じゃあ適当に誰かと代わって。
私変わります。どうしても変わります。
じゃあそういうことで。
本当にありがとうございます。
いや。
So how was it? Did you find any interesting anime for you? And I received lots of comments like where can I see them? But sorry, this depends on where you live, where your country is. Maybe you can subscribe Japanese VPN and access to Japanese Netflix, Amazon Prime or Hulu. I hope this information helps you a lot. And if you have any other recommendation for beginners, please share it on a comment. それじゃあみんな、またね